Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, beautiful people. You are watching the Spotlight Talk Show, and I am your host, Ivy Saboni, aka Namazi with an A, baby. So this is the first official episode of the Spotlight Talk Show, and we ought to bring you nothing but refreshing, relatable, as well as interesting conversations that will surely get you hooked and glued to your screens. And the only way to find out is if you stick around, and you'll find out. And on that note, I am so excited because joining us on today's show is a beautiful young lady who is beautiful and charming and eloquent, and she is very intelligent. So let me just give her the time to introduce herself. Good afternoon, and thank you so much for gracing us with your presence on today's show.
Thank you so much for inviting me. Well, introductions, I am Itumeleng. I am from the Kingdom of Eswatini. I think my nicknames would be ItumelengTheSwazi, Tuemalangeni. I don't know, I'm still working on it.
Swazi, okay.
Yeah. So yeah.
Okay, so guys, the theme of the show today is navigating life in general. We're going to be going through Itumeleng and her journey in Botswana. She is all the way from Eswatini, as she just said. So before we get into the nitty-gritties of navigating life, so how are you, and how are you dealing with the heat in Botswana? Because I know it's different from Eswatini, right?
It is.
Yes.
It is. How am I? Oh, girl. I am okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm struggling, but I'm good. God's grace has led me this far.
Yeah.
The heat. I'm sweating right now. It's so hot.
It's hot.
It's hot. It's hot. I miss home. I miss the weather from home. I miss the rain. This is not it. How are you guys able to survive?
We can't barely survive. We really can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so now we're getting into the nitty-gritty of the theme of the show.
Right.
And the first question is, how were you able to adjust when you came in the University of Botswana? Like in terms of creating relationships with friends, language barrier, things like that.
I don't know how I adjusted. I'm trying to think back because, first year I was really far because I'm doing my fourth year now.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was more excited about being away from home.
Yeah.
That's so exciting. Crossing that border, seeing that flag waving behind me, I think that was most excited. And because being in Botswana is totally different from being home. The cultures, the language barrier, I'm still trying to break that down.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot of people understand that I'm Itumeleng, but I'm a Swazi.
Yeah.
I'm not a Motswana. So I don't know. I think it was cool finally hearing Setswana in person rather than TV, because at home it's just Siswati, English, maybe a bit of South African, like Zulu or something. But yeah, creating friends, that wasn't much of an issue because we have a really huge community of Eswatini students and international students. So it's easy to mix and mingle with those people. With Botswanas, I don't know, I found it really hard to
make friends.
To make friends with Botswana because obviously the language barrier, but there are a few people who I can relate to.
Okay. Okay, so how about homesickness? Because earlier on you said you were excited to be here.
Yeah.
But do you miss home sometimes?
I miss home.
Yeah.
I miss eating my mom's food,
Aww.
seeing my granny.
Yes.
Being homesick it sucks, but you get used to it after some time, but it comes back like harder than the last time.
Yeah.
But you get used to it.
You get used to it. And I feel like it also helps you to become much stronger.
Yeah, be more independent and just not rely on mommy all the time.
Okay, it like prepares you in adulthood.
Yeah, it prepares you a lot because all my life I've been in Eswatini, and now with just these 4 years I've been in Botswana, and now I want to be elsewhere, maybe out of Africa.
Definitely,
I want to see the ocean, child.
Girl. Okay, so the second question is navigating dating in our 20s. So I'm guessing you're like in your early 20s because you're doing your final year, right? Yeah, so what do you think about dating right now in your early 20s and relationships? Is it something that you're looking forward to, or you're just like waiting to just graduate and waiting for marriage and stuff like that?
Marriage. I don't think I'm ready for that. I just want to chase the bag at the moment.
Oh, that's my girl.
I'm a daughter. No, I don't want to my daughter. But dating, I haven't I think at the moment I'm still working on myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still trying to develop myself better so that, you know, I don't know, I'm not ready for a relationship at the moment. I've been in multiple relationships when I was younger, and now at the moment that's not my focus right now.
So your focus is all about like self-growth and you know
self-growth, trying to graduate on time, school
trying to chase
is
the bag.
Trying to chase the bag, yes.
Okay, no, that's nice. I am totally for it, and I believe that it's okay if, people who are in varsity still focus on themselves instead of relationships.
Yeah, relationships are not all that, guys. People need to understand. Be in a relationship with yourself, with God, with your friends, with your family. Indoda will come when it comes, not now.
Yes, definitely. So now I want you to tell me your view on like casual dating, because in the university setup and everything, there's all this dating culture about casual things. Yeah. Some call them sneaky links and all those things.
Situationships.
So I want you to tell me your view about that. Are you for it? Not saying you can do it, but are you for it? Do you feel like people can do it if they want to, and all those things?
I'm for it because you pass time. Time flies by quickly. It's just that try your best not to catch any diseases, guys. STDs, HIVs. Be careful. Keep it wrapped up. But it's fine. I'm for it. I was once in it.
You were once in it.
And then it doesn't kiss and tell. But I'm for it. Keep yourself busy. Don't catch. That's the part that people forget, that when you're in a situationship, it's 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Not all in. Don't forget that.
Okay. So basically, you should keep yourself protected at all times. And so we are just talking about navigating life in general. And we are going for a short break. And when we come back, we're going to talk more about life, school, employment, everything, and self-identity. So make sure you stay tuned.
I said 5 in the morning. I wake up to 5 for my eyes. Fear in my mind is a warning. Pray to the one you're relying. I've been wandering all day. I tried to be fine, but I can't be. The noise in my mind wouldn't leave me. I tried to get by, but I'm burning.
Life is made out of moments, some bigger, some smaller. Some moments take care, love, and time to pay off. We go the extra mile so you can be there when they finally do. So you can be in the front row for the unplanned magic moments that happen in the blink of an eye. Because catching it live is the only way to be a true supporter. So you and your bestie can keep the strong connection you've always had. Because true friends are there in a flash when adventure calls. Because sharing our exciting achievements can't happen fast enough. Helping each other reach higher heights connects us to our goals and puts us on the fast track to the things that mean the most to us. We go further and climb higher to give you a connection that flies when you're having fun. Be there for the special moments, no matter how fast they happen. Orange.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Before we went to the break, we were talking about casual dating and flings. Now I want us to talk about cheating. I want to know your view on cheating and what you think. Do you think that it's a decision, it was intentional, or do you think that it was like it's disrespectful, stuff like that?
I think cheating is wrong, and it is intentional. Nobody does it on purpose or on accident. It's probably pre-planned. It's just that you never know who you're going to do it with, or they know who they're going to do it with.
Yeah.
It's a thought that has always been there in the back of the mind.
So what if someone was drunk and then they cheated by mistake? Do you think that's a mistake?
There is no way it can be a mistake. It was pre-planned. I think as people say that alcohol gives you courage.
Mm-hmm.
So you get that power now to do what you've been planning to do.
Yeah, so what you're saying is that it's intentional.
It's intentional, definitely.
Okay, no, now that's interesting. I actually do agree with you. I think that cheating is like disrespectful, it's intentional, and yeah. So would you forgive a cheater?
Never. I can't.
Yeah.
You can't do that to someone that you love or you say you love. You should protect a person at all costs, no matter what you do.
Okay, so on that note, do you think that relationships interfere with schoolwork and stuff like that?
I can't really say I relate to that question because, I've been single throughout my whole course. But
Yeah.
I've seen with my friends, I've seen how relationships have affected them. I've seen how emotionally it's damaged them. And obviously, if you're not okay mentally, emotionally, it does fall onto your schoolwork. So I think it does affect your schoolwork in some way because instead of concentrating on what's being said in the class,
You're
you're thinking
past
about
things.
pay.
It boils down to what you said earlier on about, focusing yourself and catching the degree.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it's okay even if you're in a relationship and you're still in school, as long as you're able to navigate between the two.
Keep a balance.
Yeah.
A balance is very important because you have to keep yourself in check. Make sure you're getting the right grades. Make sure you're having a social life so that you don't drown. Then you keep the scale and balance.
Okay, so on that note, can you take us on the course that you're doing and how it's going? Because I know right now it's exam season, assignment season. Yeah.
I'm doing environmental sciences, but before I changed into a single major, I was doing public administration and environmental sciences.
Yes.
But then I was looking at public admin like, no, I don't like it. I'm not feeling the government work. I'm not feeling the laws. That's not what I'm interested in. So I switched into environmental sciences and I'm really enjoying it, but it's making me, sometimes I feel like I'm doubting myself that did I choose the right course? I should have stuck to the double major.
Yeah.
But I am enjoying it. It's making me sweat, but I love it nonetheless.
Yeah, you love it nonetheless. Okay, that's interesting. I think that's a good thing because you're already graduating. You're actually graduating soon. And so I think that you got this and you should just keep pushing.
I have it in the bag.
Yes.
And just random advice is that people should do what they love. Don't do it because you were forced at home, because you won't be able to concentrate. You won't be able to get the proper credits, the proper marks. So do what you love and it'll just be a cruise.
Yeah.
The 4 years will fly by.
Yeah. Okay, so now that we talked about that, the next question we're getting into, it's more about self-growth, which we obviously talked about earlier on. We touched on earlier on. But now I'm just going to talk about, self-identity. Since we're in university and we meet with different people with different personalities, we encounter challenges that you already mentioned, which is school, relationship and stuff like that. How do you stay authentic without comparing yourselves with people, especially as an international student? I'm pretty sure when you got here you saw people with different lifestyles and stuff. How do you not feel, a little bit taken back that, I don't have this, I don't have that? How do you not compare yourself?
I think it's hard, especially if your parents did, for me, my parents did everything for me.
Yeah.
And now transitioning into being an independent university student, it was hard because now I'm trying to find myself. I was friends with a bad group of people.
Yes.
And as time went by, I'm like, no man, this is not my type of vibe. I don't blend with these energies very well. So, you jump from friend groups, you jump from different environments. So I think it's very important to try to develop yourself first, grow yourself first, and then you'll find those perfect people, your perfect nerds. I think for me, I have a very loud personality and I can't be friends with someone who has a similar personality with me because we're going to clash.
Yeah, so you want someone who's a bit laid back, so you guys can balance each other.
Yeah. I think think
interesting.
that's very important. So self-identity, I don't know if I can speak on that, but for me, church is important. Church is very important because a relationship with God, I've been struggling with that, so I'm growing on with that. And I'm in a better place now. I know myself better. I'm okay with the friends that I have, with the friends that I've lost. It's okay, it's life. And just being in touch with yourself is very important. Spend time with yourself. Be selfish with yourself.
Okay, wow. You know what? I just loved everything you just said right now. Be selfish with yourself. You're talking about all things self-growth and just discovering yourself. And I like the fact that you talked about moving from each friend group, which shows that it's okay to sometimes feel a bit left alone, as long as you know that at some point you're gonna find a friend.
Change is good.
Yeah, change is amazing. So guys, we are talking about everything self-growth, and I'm getting more wiser, I'm learning a lot. So we'll be back in a few to continue the second segment, and we'll be back.
It's impossible to take hold of the world spotlight overnight. Create your own uniform. Be a cover model, a powerful athlete, or compete as a trans woman. Impossible? No. I'm possible.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. This is the last segment of the Spotlight Talk Show, and I'm your host, Ibisaboni, aka Nomazi with an A, baby. So if you just tuned in, you came a little bit later because now we are in the final segment, and we just want to know about your future plans. Since we talk about your course, environmental science, so what are your future plans? Are you envisioning yourself owning like a company and studying your own business in environmental science, or do you want to get employed, things like that?
I think it's still too early to talk about my future plans. I have no clue what I want to do. I'll probably see next year as as I get close to like ending my second semester, and I'll probably see as I approach graduation. But I do wish to get employed. I do wish to start a company.
Do you wish to get employed in Botswana or in SOP?
I think Botswana, because with the specialization that I want to do, it's a lot more here than back at home. It's still in the introduction phase, so it's going to be a bit hard to work at home. But I'd love to work here. I'd love to work here, probably start something here also. But I don't know, I'll see. I'll probably also maybe start something in cooking and culinary arts.
Like a side hustle?
A side hustle, yeah.
That's nice.
I do like cooking also.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so graduation now. Are you going to bring your parents here, or are you just going to graduate and go back for holidays? Yeah.
I think now that graduation is physical, I'd love to have my family here. I'd love to have my parents and my granny, because she's been my biggest supporter in doing my course. I don't know yet, but I'd love to have my family here. I'd love to take a vacation and go probably Mauritius, go to the beach.
Yes.
Something.
Okay, that's nice. So before we wrap up, I just wanted us to play a game so that things can be light-hearted. So I'm just gonna ask you a few questions, and you're just gonna choose what you like.
I can't choose both.
No, you have to choose one.
Okay.
Okay. So the game is starting. The question is pineapple on pizza or creamy chicken. Choose one.
I love pineapple because it adds, sweetness into the pizza.
Wait, do you like pineapple on pizza?
I love pineapple on pizza.
Oh no.
Yes, definitely. Creamy chicken. I think people get the sauce balance wrong.
Yeah.
So I'd have to say pineapple.
Okay, that's different because I'm a creamy chicken girl.
Jump on pineapple.
Yeah. Okay. The second question is The Weeknd or Giveon.
I I don't listen to them.
Oh, okay, just choose one between the two of them.
I've heard a few Giveon songs, so
Yeah.
I'd have to say Giveon.
Mm.
But personally, I think I'm more of an Usher fan.
Usher, you know what? The question should have included Usher because I am an Usher fan.
Yes.
So the third question is Mercedes-Benz or Range Rover?
Range Rover. But even though it's not in there,
Yeah.
I'd say BMW though.
BMW.
Yeah.
You
The
should
old
have-
school M30s, E30s, Kusheshes,
Ooh,
name it.
why do you like those ones? Are they not a bit like what should I
They
say?
vintage, they
Yeah,
cool. You know, you just get in French this age in a car, something
Yeah.
like that. I think it adds a element of being cool and
Mhm.
being a
It's
classy
aesthetic,
chick.
basically.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so the fourth question is, if you were to be stranded in the jungle, what two things would you bring with you? Only two things.
Only two.
Yeah.
Oh, this is hard. I wouldn't bring a thing, but I'd bring a person. Probably my best friend.
Mhm.
I feel like we'd argue a lot. I'd have to change. Let me change to my mom.
You bring
I'd
your
bring my
mom.
mom.
Mm.
And the thing, probably a Wi-Fi router and a phone. I'll mix
No,
them both.
You have to bring one things. Okay, so you bring. Let's say you bring a phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd bring a Wi-Fi router.
Okay, so number 5, since you're doing environmental science,
Mhm.
but I don't know if it's gonna like relate with the sciences, but what would you choose, chemistry or physics? And why?
Oh my gosh. I think chemistry, because there are some specializations in environmental science that
Mhm.
deal with chemistry, but there are some that deal with physics. I think with chemistry, I'd have to look into waste and
Yeah.
pollution, so we'd have to like determine the chemicals. I don't want to be too technical,
Yeah.
but chemistry.
Chemistry. Okay, so you're a chemistry girl.
Yeah.
Okay. So, would you live in the city or in the countryside? Can I guess?
Guess please.
I think you would live in the city, but in a different country abroad. Oh my god!
I'm not
I
a
got it
city
wrong.
girl.
Oh, you're the countryside.
I'm a farm girl.
Oh,
I'm a home
yeah.
girl.
Okay. Okay, no, that was amazing. Thank you so much for joining
Thank
us
you
on
for
today's
having
show.
me.
Do you have any last words to say to maybe a student out there who's going through like, should I say low self-esteem and they feel left out in the university community? Like what would you say just to like calm them down and just, you know, make them optimistic?
Firstly, try to find a friend.
Yeah.
That's very important. I know there's a lot of introverts, there's shy people, but
Yeah.
find a friend in the course that you do, or find a friend in your roommate. I know that's also hard because of different personalities, but firstly, find a friend in the course that you do. Build on your confidence, go to church, find something to do, a hobby, draw, join a sport club.
Mhm.
There's a lot of things that happen within the university that people don't see.
Yeah.
But find a friend, find something to do, work on yourself, go to
Mm.
church. I
Okay.
don't know, there's a lot more, but
Yeah, there's a lot of things.
yeah, there's a lot.
But thank you so much for gracing us with your presence today's show.
Okay, thank you.
Guys, we've learnt so much on today's show. We've learnt about self-growth, self-individuality, and taking time to just love yourself. So thank you so much for tuning into the Spotlight Talk Show. Once again, my name is Ivy Saboni, aka Nomazi with an A, baby. We will catch you next time, same time. Take care.
Bad little flex, she wanna know me. I stay low key, all gas, no brakes, baby, let them hoes sleep. Body on 10, make your girl OD. I get in my way, never out of my